right, I'm doing a collab. I am trying to do better with my collab, my collab game. Everybody does collabs except for me. I see everybody collabing and being all friendly like on here on the YouTuber sphere, and I am not, you know, because don't nobody ask me to collab with them. But that's another story. That's all I'm saying. People don't even ask me, like they don't like me. But okay, that's okay. I'm in my feelings. But anyway, I am collabing today. So if you would like to hear about the collab, who I'm collabing with, and all that other good stuff, y'all know the drill. All right, so let's first talk about who I'm collabing with. I am collabing with Dr. Ash and her makeup. Voila! Now, she is actually a Chicagoan, and we've actually done another collab. So this is our second collab, and we are now, you know, and let me just give you a little something about Ash. Ashley does a lot of, she's big on, she does a lot of reviews. She is one of the people who, if you want to see something that's coming out real soon, she gets it early. She's one of those early people. So if, you know, she's really good with the eyeshadows. She does lipsticks a little bit, but she's more about the eyeshadow palettes. So if you love eyeshadow palettes, and she does all ranges, so it's not like she's just high end. She does, you know, she does the Colourpops, she does the, you know, but she does a lot of Pat McGrath, she does Natasha Denona, she does them all. So if you like that. Now the interesting thing is Ashley is right here, and actually we have spoken on the phone, and she actually doesn't even live far from me, but we have yet to meet. So Ashley, when you watch this, we have got to fix that, sister. We have got to fix that. You know, I'm gonna have to get all my little people here together. We're gonna have to do some open collabs, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's do this. All right, so anyway, let me tell you what we're collabing on. We are collabing on a look using the California Love and the Honey palettes. The reason why these are like the newest palettes that Colourpop has come out with, of course, don't worry, there'll be some newer ones, so don't get excited. And I contacted her because I knew she was gonna get them. She always, look, she sends me texts all the time or inbox me on IG like, did you see the new stuff? Did you see the new stuff? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? So we kind of talk makeup all the time. So I knew she had gotten California Love, and I had held out on California Love at first. Why? Because once again, Colourpop does not take good pictures. So it didn't look as beautiful as it actually is on camera as when I got it in real life. But when the Honey came out, which was their next 9-pan, which we know I am obsessed with, I was like, you know what? This would look so good with this, right? And so I contacted Ashley and I said, maybe we should do a collab using them both to show how to use them both, especially considering this is a really yellow palette. And I know this is kind of like people wanted yellow, but then how do you work with yellows? So I thought I would show, we could show how to use them in conjunction with each other, because these two kind of look to, you know, like they should go together. Now, we have both actually done first impressions, done looks with each of the individual palettes. So I have one, I will put in the description box, my Honey one, and I will also put my California Love palette, first impression and look. This was a lunchtime get ready with me, lunch date get ready with me that I did. And I will also put her videos in so you can find them also, and of course our collab video that we have just done today. So yeah, so I'm not gonna go into the palettes themselves because we both have individually talked about each of the palettes. What I will say is that if you like Colourpop shadows, these are consistent with them, as I say now, because there's really no reason to be going deep into them unless there's an issue or if there's something that's just phenomenal that's in one of them. But yeah, these are, you know, Colourpop consistency, what we expect from them. The Honey is right in line with the 9-pans. You know, it is a beautiful palette, and when you see it in person, it's even prettier. And if you watch my lunch date get ready with me, this color, actually this like brown baby diarrhea brown color is actually very pretty on. All right, so that's pretty much all I have to say in this. It's more about the look. So I'm not going to spend all day talking to y'all about this. I'm going to go into the look. We'll have a little conversation. Not a whole lot, but I just thought I'd share that with you. However, I think I'm going to put this in here as opposed to I had it in the video itself. Let me just tell y'all something. I don't wear yellow. I was looking for something yellow to wear for this video. I wanted to have a cute little yellow top on, and I could not find one because I honestly don't buy yellow clothes. Just don't, not my style, because black girl beige and yellow, and then I was like, do I have some orange? No, don't have that much orange. So yeah, so this was a challenge, putting on something. So then I just had to go with the baby blue. I said, well, the baby blue will look cute with it too. But then I had put on this green ring. I just messed up everything. I should have put back on my blue ring, but then I had the green ring on. So if I'm all over the place color wise, that's why. So anyway, go ahead, watch this. Make sure you check out Ashley's video. Let her know you made it here. And hey, how about everybody? Can we just like really watch these videos? Because y'all want us to do looks, and y'all don't even really watch the looks. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all don't really look at these looks. Now, let me just say this in reference to my look before I forget. I'm just rambling on. I know, but y'all gonna listen to the ramble. It's much more sparkly than I expected it to be. And part of the reason why is because the color, the California Love, they look like mattes, but they actually have some sparkle in it. So when I started working with the sparkles, with the shimmer shades, they kind of melted in together. So it's not as dramatic as I wanted it to be, but I actually can work with it. It's very sparkly for me though. It's very sparkly. So I'm just letting y'all know it's very sparkly. So I'm owning this look. That's all I got to say. So anyway, let's go and check out how I did the look. All right, so let's get started with this collab look with this California Love and the Honey. So I just wanted, let me just get started. So I did my eyebrows, and now let's do a little something. I think that I know what I want to do with this. I know where I want to go with this. So I can't wait to see Ashley's look, because I'm sure it's going to be like 10 times better than mine, because I don't know, I'm the one who suggested this. And then I think sometimes when I try to do these things, I get in my head and it drives me insane, and then I overthink it and overthink it and overthink it. So I'm going to start out with this color Gold Rush, and what I'm going to do is this. So I'm going to take the Gold Rush. It is really hot in my room for some reason. It's not even hot today, but it is hot in my room. Either that or I'm getting a fever of some sort. You know what? I'm beginning to wonder, y'all, if I'm getting a fever. But okay, let's get this done. So what I'm going to do is it's right here, and then I'm going to start right here. Now I've primed my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape, because that's all I use it for. And so what I'm doing is basically setting up a halo. I'm gonna blow it out some, because I like to have it blown out just a little bit, because you want to bring your shadow up and out, especially as an older lady, because you don't want to drag it down. So you want the colors to kind of go up and up this way. Just a tip. Just a tip. Now to calm this down, I am going to take this really, I'm going bright, y'all. I'm going to go with the sweet spot. And I am going to buff that on top to really brighten us up. So I'm trying to go with this. Why is my face looking like this? Why is my face looking like this? So I'm going to take the darkest color here, which is Mission. And I'm going to dab into that. And then I'm going to start building up my inner vibe for this halo I'm going for. So let's talk about The Little Mermaid. I'm curious because I'm sitting here doing my face. What are your thoughts on The Little Mermaid? If you're unaware, there's going to be a live action, because you know Disney is now doing all these live action films of their classics. They have Aladdin now, which I still have not seen, and I've heard it is so good, and I really need to see it. I heard Will Smith killed it as the genie. And so I wanted to see, so now The Little Mermaid's coming out, and they have picked a little baby girl named Haley something. She's in a group, in a duo that sings, and from what I've heard, because I didn't know who they were, I know she's on the show Grownish, that spinoff of Blackish. And she's got a beautiful voice from what I've heard. But, you know, people are up in arms. And let's just be honest. It's, you know, white people. Not all, but some are saying that, you know, how dare they make Ariel this black girl. There's like hashtags, not my Ariel. You know, there are Facebook groups about it. There's something going on with my eye, and I don't know what. It's dragging, and I don't know why. And it's just this eye that's really draggy. So it's not the eyeshadow, but my eye. So I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. Now, here's the thing. I want an honest discussion. If you feel like, you know, you don't like it, just be honest about it. I'm not going to agree with you, but I would like to hear your thoughts and why. Because, of course, as a black person, I find this a very interesting, like, you know, moment, which is always telling. I bet you I know a few people who probably watch me and who, you know, are part of that feeling, like, they don't want this black girl to be Ariel. How dare they make this black girl this mermaid character, you know, and the interesting thing about that is it is just a character. That's number one, and it's a mermaid. So I don't know, and I get it, because the depiction of so many things has always been, you know, of the ruling class, and the ruling class in America and most of the world is white, you know, Caucasian. And so unless it's just somebody who is of your race, then it's interesting. Now, the funny thing is, and I saw somebody post this up, it's like everybody is up in arms about a mermaid character, you know, that, you know, this is terrible and they're not gonna go watch it and all this other stuff. I'm gonna go see it. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna go see it, because I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna support this little girl, and I'm gonna support Disney on their decision, because you know, obviously, listen, Disney is about making money, and if they feel like she's the best person for this you know, this part, then she probably is. But the interesting thing is there's many things that have been whitewashed for us. For instance, anything you see about Egypt and Egyptian queens and kings, they rarely have us playing them. Hell, the most famous depiction of Cleopatra is Elizabeth Taylor. Now, here's what I'm going to say. We all know that Egypt is in Africa, and Cleopatra was an African woman. So, but y'all wasn't up in arms about that because, oh, that was a classic and, oh, y'all want to. So Laurence Olivier, I know some of you are too old to remember him, but he played Othello in blackface. Now, Paul Robeson, who is an iconic black actor, most of y'all probably don't know him. I'm going to put him right here. And I'm gonna put that Laurence Olivier in blackface. Played Othello, and they didn't put him in the movie because, of course, he wasn't gonna be a draw or whatever. But it was okay because it was history that was taken over by the ruling people, I guess. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. So it was okay. But when you think of something that has been portrayed, and this is a mermaid, this isn't an actual person. I get it if this was like about an actual person and they decided to make it a black person. Like if they decided to make Helen Keller black, okay, I got y'all. But we are talking about a fictional character, and it's not even a real person, it's a mermaid. So anyway, and yes, before they depicted her as a white girl with red hair. Well, this time they're not. They're not. So I was just curious about your thoughts. Now I'm gonna go off and do my halo, get the halo set up. All right, so I have cleaned up my I always, when I try to do this halo, I always want to do a very small halo, but it becomes a very big halo. So we just gonna go with it. So I'm going to go, and I'm gonna do this kind of layer effect because y'all know I love to layer shimmers. So what I'm gonna layer is, I am going to layer the sunburst right here first. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna layer this on. All right, so next up I'm going to go into the California Love, and I'm going to use this, which is Surf Rider right here, and it's kind of like a deeper like burnished gold color. Now this one I'm going to wet the brush. I'm going to spray the brush a little bit because I want this to be really intense. Now I'm not done. Why? Because I'm just not done. And then I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna take this, I think I'm gonna take this Totally Bugging. It's the lightest one. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a smudger brush and I'm gonna smudge this in the middle. I know I'm doing way too much. This is so extra. I know this is so extra, but I want to put it right in the... All right, so the next thing I need to do is I need to blend out my edges and put on some eyeliner. And then I will come back and I will do the lower part and everything. And I'll tell you what I've done so far. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this look up. I'm going to take these California Love and I'm going to go under my eyes with this deep color, which is the Mission. Now the interesting thing is with this look, I have brown eyeliner on, is that, and I'm pushing this right underneath my lower lash line, is that I went with a brown, oh look at this, look at what I just did. That was with this right here. So I'm gonna push this out and make it like that. Okay, okay. And I will blend that in a second, because that was not my intention, but hey, it's there now and it looks kind of interesting. Because I'm not trying to do wings all the time. Even though I think a wing is really cute. I don't know, they say that wings aren't for us as we get older, but I kind of like the way they look. And they kind of drag the eye up if you do them right. Right? So now what I've done is kind of like rim this right here because it started coming out. So this is going to be more like that. And like that over here. Alright? Things that happen along the way, and then you go, okay, let me just work with that. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush. This Anastasia one. I use these just for this kind of stuff. And I'm going to take this color right here, Oh Behave, right there. And I am going to rim right underneath the brown, just to give it a little smoky zhuzh. So that it'll have a little, so it won't just be all brown, but it'll give it a side effect like at the top of my eyes. Boom, like that. And for the inner corner, I am going to use, I would go with one of these, which is like totally bugging, but I think I'm gonna go a little different, and I'm going to do this right here, which is Cruising. Should I do Cruising or Diego? This one is so foiled up. I think I want to use that one. It's calling me. It's like, yes, this is the one you need to use right here, right now. So we're gonna do that. Let me find a nice little pencil brush right here. We're gonna take Diego. This one is like so foiled and so pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Now, let me tell you why I don't like to do my brows in advance. Because when I was doing, when I was putting on the tinted moisturizer that I used, I got it all over my brows. Yeah, got it all over my brows. So, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little zhuzh with the dark brown on here, to give it to, like, really get it to blend well. All right, and so what I'm gonna do is my lips, then I'm gonna go off and put on my lashes and fix my brows and my hair. So it's all done. Why did this take so long? I don't know, because I'm slow. So I'm using California Love because this is a velvet blur, and I happened to notice they had a California Love color, so it was fortuitous. I was supposed to use this in this one. I do not use a lot of lip liners. I should. I'm going to start using lip liners more again. So that's California Love. But I'm not done. I'm going to use, is this it, the one I want to use? Yeah, I think so. Cypress Chill. I'm going to put on top of this. And this is one of the Ultra Blotted Lips that was part of this collection. So I'm gonna put that on top. What y'all, so far so good. And now I'm gonna fix my brows a little bit, fluff my hair, put on my lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, so here's the finished look. Please make sure you go visit Ashley's channel and go check out her video. Tell her Lulu sent you. You know, go and hit that subscribe for it too. You know, y'all want to do that. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much as always. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free.